Good evening. Welcome to Investigator News, and this is the Weather and Lifestyle News Show. And wow, we're getting closer and closer to Christmas. And we got some wet weather going across the East Coast. Much needed rain and snow. Uh, we hear that I think it was, I want to say it was Idaho or Denver that got 2 foot of snow. Uh, I bet everyone's getting ready for the ski and the ski slopes, and if not, they're making the snow. And hope everyone's having a great Thursday. Uh, we got uh, um, a runaway pig, and also it's D-Day, um, or I should say the day that Japan was hit. Um, we got a little bit on that. Um, oh boy, we got a little bit of everything today. Uh, we have, like I said, the runaway pig. And he's got an unusual name and led the cops on the run. Uh, you know, when I was out in California and I lived out there, we had a cow get loose, and the cops chased that cow for hours. And, it was a big joke and right around the area that they chased this cow. The cow had a weird name. I can't remember what it was. It was like roast beef or something. Uh, we don't we name our animals some weird stuff. I had two birds that I named um, extra crispy and original because my dog would drool at them, and he drooled at them just like he did chicken. So I named him extra crispy and original. So yeah. All right, we're going to get on with it. We're going to get on with the weather, and we got Miss Davis here to do the weather.
We have an organized storm system that is going to affect the south and east this weekend, and we are looking at some pretty significant elements with this. Now, down to the south, we have the severe weather component to worry about. So where you see this area of red Friday into Saturday, that's where we could have strong to severe storms. Now, notice the wind. This is going to be a big problem from the south up to the northeast. We are going to be looking at some pretty decent wind gusts throughout the weekend. So not only do we have heavy rain, inland winter weather, but take a look at these wind gusts. And some of you could be looking at wind gusts as high as 30, 40, 50 miles per hour. So yes, that is going to cause some problems for travel. Now, as we go through the weekend, that rain continues in the northeast. Monday, the rain clears, the snow dies down, but the winds still stick around. So it will be problematic all weekend long. There's a look at rain and snowfall totals, and take a look at the rain. Man, we could be looking at about another inch in Atlanta, New York City down to Raleigh. You could see up to 2 inches of rain.
So, wow, that's blizzard conditions, isn't that? Hello to Susan. Isn't that blizzard conditions, Susan? When you get 50-mile-an-hour wind with the snow and earthquakes. Oh boy, we had a 7.1 hit Vanuatu today. Um, Dutch since popped up on me, and I was listening before I got on, and um, it, Japan, close to Japan, but it wasn't really that big. Now, I expected something big over in Mexico. Oh boy, my eyes. Thank goodness I see the eye doctor on Monday. I have had burning eyes really bad, folks, for about a week, and I don't know why. So I'm going to get that looked at Monday morning. So hopefully I can get my eyes to straighten up. I bet you it's just dry eyes. You know me. My allergies and complaining. Y'all don't want to hear about me. All right. So we had a 7.0. So here we go. Here's the map. Um, and like I said, Vanuatu with a 7.0, it was about 45 miles deep. It wasn't all that deep, folks. And we had one down on the Kermadec Islands, a 5.2. If we go straight over, there was a 5.8, the West Chili Rise. Um, Even Hawaii got some good ones, a 3.4. They got wish I could get this, a 4.4 in Hawaii. So they're getting greater and shaking. the Hawaii region, it says. Um, and so I'm going to go around the ring of fire here. Let me move this over just a little bit so we can see. Let me look up and let me look down here because we had that one on the tip of Antarctica yesterday. And I expected to see something more, but it doesn't look like it. So as we go up around the ring of fire, we had a 5.2 in Mindanao, Philippines. Then we go up, and the next biggest one is a 5.1 in Tailu, China. The one we had over in Japan, Kumano, Japan, 4.4. Then we had one over in the coast of, oh boy, Azerbaijan. That was a 5.4. Then I'm going to go all the way over. I think this was a Romania border. That was a 3.7. Now let's get back to the Ring of Fire because we had a recent one uh, in Yakutat, Alaska. That was a 3.2. It was only a 3.2. Remember, we had the string of them yesterday. There was a 4.1. Remember, I said everything was fours and fives, maybe sixes. Well, we seen that 7 down on Vanuatu. Um, the smallest was Denali National Park. That was only a 2.5. And then yesterday, the West Coast was very, very busy. And today it slowed down a little bit but get this, there was a 3.7 in Los Banos, um, California, and then we had one in Banning, California. Now, I got a thing today with, not really volcanoes, but the La Brea tar pits are bubbling again. And they're starting to see them steam come out of some of the gutter drains. And so they're watching it very closely. So, and this only because they had this one on the San Andreas Fault out of Los Banos, California. Now we get down into Mexico. They had a 5. I seen 5.9. It says 5.8 now. I love it when they change my earthquakes on me because I know I go through and I look at them and just to see kind of what's up for you guys. Then we had one in Veracruz, New Mexico, not New Mexico, Mexico, a 4.2. Then we had El Salvador of 4.7. We just got another one up. In Sultan, Washington, just had one just now. That was a 2.7. It was about 6 miles deep. You know, some of these ones that are shallow, I bet people feel them. They just don't know what they're feeling. Maybe they feel a little lightheaded. They stand up and they feel a little bit lightheaded and and they just think, okay, it's just me standing up too quick. And if an earthquake hits about that time, that's what it feels like. I even when we got the 7.0 out of Eureka, I felt them like I said, 4s and 5s. But, you know, I felt kind of weird right around the 3s. And this one was out in the sea, out in the ocean that hit. Okay, so we're going to hit up the tippy point of Venezuela, got a 4.6. Now, the islands, Dominican Republic, that was only a 3.4. And Puerto Rico with a 3.4. And those were about 20 miles deep. Now that we got one over here yesterday, the West Chile Rise, it was a 5.8. So it is increased. But the biggest one today is a 7.1. Now, remember I said maybe Mexico. No, Mexico had the 5.9. That was close. I'm still kind of waiting for Japan and something up around Alaska and something out of California. You notice there's nothing in New Mexico or Texas today. So we're gonna look. I think this 7.1. I agree with Dutch Sense that there could be another one just as big. Whether it goes up into Japan or it goes straight across over into South America. All right, let's get done with the earthquakes for today. Now let's I want to move on Um, well, I don't. Look, how many times have we heard about the Andromeda galaxy? Not very much, but they are saying if you look closely this week, you might be able to see it. And some people say, well, I don't know. Well, what is that? What is the Andromeda system? All right, here we go. Hello, Miss Karen. All right, so go out there and watch this, folks. You know, um, I should have hit that first. Um, we don't get, see the stars as clearly as we should. When you live in the city, take a drive out just the edge of the city with your kids. Get that old telescope out and have fun with the kiddos. All right. Uh, we want to know about this toddler. Oh my goodness. Now, the toddler escapes at the airport. You're busy with your luggage and you turn around, the kid's gone. Now, of course, that's the parent's worst nightmare when you don't see the child at all. Well, the toddler escaped parents to ride on the baggage belt at the airport. This isn't the first time. And he said he just wanted to go home. And he thought that was the way to go home because the luggage was on it. A 3-year-old boy who managed to slip past his parents' security, caught on surveillance camera, going for on a conveyor belt joyride at the airport in Chile. The footage captured the moment when the little daredevil, slithered past a check-in counter at San Diego International Airport. Well, let's see here. All right, here we go. No, I guess that's not the guy on the. No, we don't want to watch the cops. We want to watch the kids. Let me see. It was the kid earlier. They took it away. Well, I guess I'll just show you pictures. They took my kiddo picture away. All right, um, so the footage captured. Oops, right there. You could see him right there. And he's having a good time. Then you see him going around the corner there, and oh boy! And then they had to get him out. They had to get him. Uh, but there he is. He just wanted to go home, folks. He just wanted to go home. We're collecting all the information to determine how the situation occurred. He just climbed on. My goodness, airport security. He just jumped on there and would bye. And they say this isn't the first time this has happened. So, yeah, he was having a good time on the conveyor belt. I'm going to go back up. Look at you guys can't see it like I can, but the little kid's got this grin on his face. He's like, oh, heck yeah, riding the airport shuttle. Yeah. So, what a great story. But this has happened before. This has happened before. All right. So, on this day in history, December 7th, 1941, Pearl Harbor attack kills 2,400 Americans. I don't know if you knew that. In the start of World War II. Now, part of our military went towards Hawaii and Japan. The other half went to Germany. Now, my father was a part of going to Japan, and he was escort, he's told me. So he said he would have preferred to go to Germany, but unfortunately, he had to go towards Hawaii and Japan. So, the devastating Sunday morning surprise attack on the U.S. Navy and other military assets at Pearl Harbor, rousing the sleeping giant and thrusting an enraged America into World War II on this day, December 7th. Um, so, um, um, Yamamoto. I know you guys have probably heard that name, probably not some of you younger people, but Yamamoto was a big general in the Japanese army. I was fortunate enough to be able to meet his niece here at, not here, out in California, at Beale Air Force Base. I'm trying to think if it was here or if it was at Beale. And she felt very ashamed and ashamed of her name. And she thought many, many times, she said, to change her name. And she said many, many women like her that joined the service um, were very timid and afraid people would look down on them. And we told her that, don't be don't feel like that because it's something that happened a very long time ago. And she said, yeah, but then the Americas locked up many Japanese in prison camps here. And so it's very hard to say that I'm not only Yamamoto's niece, but um, very worried that people would look down on my race and culture. Now, look at what we go through today. My goodness. So, um, remembering Pearl Harbor, folks, just remembering Pearl Harbor and those on both sides that were affected by the war. Iceland. Iceland, everybody loves the Blue Lagoon, am I right? It still remains closed because of volcanic activity. And I went and looked, and yeah, it's under a warning, um, but they have to keep it closed. I mean, and they say they get so many tourists just because it's called the Blue Lagoon because of the movie. And they said it wasn't really filmed there, but everybody wants to go there and take pictures because it's a beautiful place. So here we go with the Blue Lagoon. Blue Lagoon. Wow. So many spots around these volcanoes, and it's had earthquakes are closing. Now, guess what? Today, International Space Station turns 25 years old. Does it seem like it's been that long? I mean, it does, but it don't. Because we had Russia up there for a very long time before we joined up and started building the International Space Station. So, um, wow, um, 25 years ago today, the International Space Station. Karen, what do you think? That doesn't look very pretty. What, the Blue Lagoon? I guess you'd have to be there to enjoy it. Um, wow. So, Boy, we're just zipping right through these today. Um, New York officers apprehend runaway pig named guess what? He's a smart pig, very smart. Yep, because he escaped a farm in Deptford Township, New Jersey. The little fella snuck away and took off and went on a run. Very smart pig named Albert Einswine. Yep, Albert Einswine. He's a maybe this will show my pig. Uh, let's see. Let's see if we can get Albert Einswine. Oh, there he is. Well, some people call police officers pigs. Isn't that a pig chasing a pig? He should be able to catch that pig. Yeah, look. Oh, yeah. Made the slip. Aha. What do you think, Karen? Albert Einswine. Yes. Yeah, he was. They said that he ran away, and it took them a very long time. But it only showed a 20-second video, it said, and the officers trying to wrangle the pig with a slip collar. But he refused to go. All right, one officer could be heard pleading with the farm animals as others laughed. Police say the 4-year-old pig was apprehended after a 30-minute pursuit. Hot dog pursuit. Hot ham. Yeah, he was a ham, okay. And many people took pictures. All right. Now, would you ride a giant rotating ice disc? I mean, out in the middle of the water. I mean, you could tell there's ice and snow. It doesn't look very deep, but many people ran to go do this. Not this kid. No, it's on a river. So it was rotating. So many people heard about it. They went running to get on this giant ice disc. And I say, dum, dum, dum. Yeah, there it is. There it is, the giant rotating ice disc. So here we go. Would you ride it? Would you ride it, Karen? Would you ride? See, it doesn't look, you see it right there. It just doesn't look very thick. Doesn't look thick. It don't look thick enough. Karen says, no, thank you. No, thank you. See, here she is. All right. Well, what about Susan? Susan, would you do it? Are you daredevil enough to ride the ice disc? All right. So, a man, don't pet the wild critters. Come on, folks. No petting the wild critters. Man found dead at the zoo after a big cat seen holding a shoe in its mouth. The staff at the Pakistan Zoo found a man's body in the big cat's den after seeing a shoe in his mouth. Oh, who does this? A man was found dead in the zoo staff that saw a big cat had a shoe in its mouth. The incident happened Wednesday at the Sherbah Zoo, which is located in the Punjab province. Anwar, a government official, told the media outlets that the zoo staff were cleaning when they made the gruesome discovery. When they cleared the zoo and the dens, they found the animal holding a shoe in its mouth happily and licking its chops. When staff at the zoo went back to check the big cat's den, the body was found. The staff got suspicious, though, when the body inside the den. The government official said they believe the individual possibly jumped into the big cat's den. And they said that they don't suggest doing that. You can see the den secured. There are stairs and One rescue worker told the media outlets the victim's leg looked like they were heavily mauled, and yet not known who he is. And the body looked several hours old, basically. Um, and it doesn't, I went to look for the den and there wasn't didn't show no pictures. But I think because of the body. All right, so mysterious tar balls wash up on New Jersey beaches. The tar balls were approximately 1 to 2 inches round. Authorities are investigating after they were notified of these tar balls peppering the beaches in the Jersey Shore. The Coast Guard and the Department of Environmental Protection uh, in in the county officials said the tar balls are various size shapes and have been found all along the shores in the recent weeks. They were first notified about the mysterious tar balls ranging from the size 1 to 2 inches and smaller. And it's on um, a 6 mile stretch um, of beach. So here we go. Boy, my stuff's in the way today. There we go. So there are the tar balls right there. It's about the size of a penny, maybe even larger. So um, they said once they find out, they'll let the public know. They conducted a flyover, but they were unable to identify any oil on the surface. And according to the uh, Atmospheric Administration, tar balls are created when crude oil is on the surface of the ocean and form into balls by the wind and the water. They said they're continuing to investigate the source. They didn't find no crashed boats, no crashed ships, no reason for the oil or the tar balls to be on the Jersey beach. That's what they're looking for now. They're looking for either a wrecked ship or an oil slick. Okay, so now, yesterday, I did a lot of parents, and I told you they were really good, and I told you guys I would I'd bring them back or do more today. So we have a 4-year-old. Can we get a kitten? Me, I'm allergic. We can be in the same house. You could sleep outside. I'm gonna throw these up so you guys can see them. All right. Feelings for boys. Me, someday you'll have a feeling for boys. A 6-year-old already have feelings for them. Really. They make me mad. And that's stupid. Yeah. A 6-year-old, why do bad guys always try to take over? Me, they want to be in charge and make all the rules. Why don't they become moms? Said the 6-year-old. Sad truth. 7-year-old, do women, oh boy, get their thing on the weekends too? Yes. The 7-year-old mutters to herself, Jesus Christ. Vegetarian and humanitarian. 7-year-old, Mom, what's a humanitarian? 6-year-old, I got this, Ma. It's like a vegetarian, but they eat humans. Horrified or proud? Oh, yeah. It's your fault. Dad, come on, you guys are late. 11-year-old, you should have started yelling at us earlier. Marriage material. I'm a marry Noah. Me, why? He's handsome and I like his shirt. Looks aren't everything. He likes to clean too. Me, lock that in. Um, oh boy, I can't say that word. I don't. I guess you guys could see it. My kid says. Yesterday, my 3-year-old told Grandma that he wasn't in an old picture because he was still swimming in Daddy's. Oh boy. Mm, bleep bleep bleep. There we go. Kids say the darndest things. All right. What did I earn for being good today? My love and affections. And the 4-year-old cries, I don't want that. It's not my job. Okay. You don't even notice my hair. And Logan, I'm not married to you. It's not my job. Okay, hamsters these days. Why would someone dress like a hamster? Do you meet hipster? What's the difference? 6-year-old, don't do that on my head. The 4-year-old, I'll fart where I want. I'm raising ladies. Oh boy. Um, let's see. 4-year-old, what happens if your phone goes in the potty? Me, why? Never mind. Um, Accidents. Me, it's okay. It was an accident. 3-year-old, you're an accident, Mom. Oh boy. Let me see. I'm going to do a couple more and then I'm going to close it for today. Helping Ham, my daughter, 5 years old. I'm not cheating. I'm only helping myself win. The backstory. A 7-year-old walked in the room and casually confirmed, you have to have a backstory to why you're evil, right? And walked out. Uh, you're such an idiot, Mom. Ah, yikes. Me? Why? What? Wait, what does idiot mean? Okay, folks, that's it. And tomorrow is Friday, and of course, it's trivia. And we have trivia after news, so please join us for trivia tomorrow night. So, subscribe and thumbs up and hit that like. The like always helps us to be more, YouTube makes us more accessible for you to find us on your list. And folks, have a nice Thursday. Subscribe, hit the like button, and over in Facebook, follow us. Follow us and hit the like. And with that, we will see you all tomorrow, unless you want to come and watch our news in about 30 minutes. Have a wonderful Thursday, folks, and God bless.